Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Olympus Alliance here with another explosive guide, and today we're diving into a true legend. The iconic adventurer has landed in Hero Wars Alliance. That's right, we're talking about Lara Croft. This is your full guide: skills, items of rank, skins, glyphs, artifacts, gift of the elements, talismans, team synergies, and even how to counter her. Let's get started. Lara's first skill, Power of the Tombs, is the heart of her kit. When activated, she summons the energy of an ancient relic that strikes all enemies with powerful physical damage. The damage scales entirely with her physical attack, so the more you build that stat, the more devastating this skill becomes. But there's more. Allies under the effect of the relic receive healing at the same time, turning this into both an offensive and supportive ability. And passively, once this skill is unlocked, Lara's basic attacks are permanently upgraded. Instead of 1 arrow per shot, she now fires 2 with every attack, doubling her base damage output for the rest of the battle. Her second skill is Critical Thinking. When used, Lara concentrates for 8 seconds, significantly increasing her chance to land critical hits. But that's not all. The damage from those crits doesn't stay at the usual 2 times multiplier. Instead, it jumps to 3 times the normal damage, from 200% to 300%. This creates deadly burst potential, especially when combined with physical attack buffs and critical boosting support heroes like Sebastian. It's a window where she can melt opponents in seconds. The third skill is called Steady Shot. Lara targets the central enemy, and launches an explosive arrow that detonates on impact. All enemies caught in the blast radius take high physical damage and are stunned for 3 seconds. This is a powerful form of area control, disrupting enemy positioning and preventing key heroes from casting their skills during the stun. The damage again scales directly with physical attack, so Lara's build and support matter a lot here. The tighter the enemy formation, the more value this skill provides. Her final skill, Lost Knowledge, is a passive that adds long-term value. Every time Lara uses her ultimate, she increases her physical attack permanently. But there's a second effect. Each time she activates her ultimate, she also triggers a random artifact bonus. These bonuses include things like magic attack, armor, magic defense, armor penetration, magic penetration, critical hit chance, or dodge. The bonus is selected randomly, and never repeats, meaning each time a new one is added. These bonuses last until the end of battle and can benefit the entire team depending on the type. The strength of these buffs is determined by the level of Lara's weapon artifact, so leveling it up is essential if you want to get the most out of this skill. As the fight goes on, and she casts her ultimate again and again, Lara becomes a stronger force with each use. Now, how to build Lara Croft right? She's a marksman, part of the way of progress, and fights from the backline. Let's begin with her items of rank. Prioritize anything that boosts physical attack, like Selena's Foice, Siege Crossbow, and Giant Slayer for violet rank. Then go for Alucard's Amulet, Blade of Immortals, and Unity of Extremes in the orange tier. Orange +3 or +4 is ideal for early and mid-game. Now let's talk skins. She has 6 skins: Default, Crit Chance, Health, Physical Attack, Crushing, and Armor Penetration. Here's the right order: start with her default skin. Then Max Crit Chance, then Health. The remaining 3 are paywalled. If you get them, go for Armor Penetration first, then Crushing, and finally Physical Attack. If she gets a new Physical Attack skin in the future, it should become your top priority. Moving on to Glyphs. Lara's Glyphs are Physical Attack, Health, Critical Chance, Armor Penetration, and Agility. Here's the order to build: first, armor penetration. Second, critical chance. Third, health. Then physical attack. Lastly, agility. Stop them all at level 40 unless you're chasing skill class bonuses. Her weapon artifact activates whenever she uses her ultimate. When triggered, it grants bonus physical attack to the entire team for a few seconds. This means every time Lara casts her first skill, not only does she deal heavy damage and heal allies, but she also boosts the damage output of all physical attackers on your side. It's a great team-wide buff that scales well as the battle progresses and she uses her ultimate more often. Her book is her second artifact, and it passively increases both her critical hit chance and her physical attack. This makes it an excellent support for her second skill, critical thinking, and helps maximize the damage from her double-shot basic attacks. The more you invest in this artifact, the more frequently Lara lands critical hits, and the more dangerous she becomes. Her third artifact is the ring, which increases her agility, her main stat. This boost not only adds to her physical attack indirectly, but also enhances her dodge and survivability. It's a solid base stat increase that complements her overall build and gives her more staying power in longer fights. When upgrading artifacts, the ideal order is to focus on her weapon first, since it supports the entire team and enhances her ultimate. Then prioritize the book to increase her personal damage through crits and attack. Lastly, upgrade the ring, which helps round out her stats but isn't as impactful early on. Now let's talk about the gift of the elements. This is something you want to max out as soon as possible. Every point of agility and physical attack directly boosts Lara's performance. Even though she fights from the backline, she still needs solid survivability and consistent impact to carry her role as a damage dealer. As for talismans, she currently has just one, and it's a good one. It boosts agility and armor penetration, both of which are perfect for her kit. Agility increases her main stats and survivability, while armor penetration helps her break through tougher enemies. Even if you don't have this talisman yet, a well-developed Lara can still dominate. But with it, she becomes even more efficient at what she does best, dishing out pure damage. Now let's be honest, even a powerhouse like Lara Croft has her weaknesses. There's no single trick that shuts her down completely, but certain heroes can make her life a lot harder. Helios is a classic counter to crit-based damage dealers. His flaming retribution punishes Lara every time she lands a critical hit, turning her offense against her. Corvus can be a nightmare if Lara's hitting multiple enemies with her skills. His altar reflects that damage as pure damage straight back at her, and it stacks up fast. Zesha focuses her attacks on the enemy with the lowest magic defense, and in most cases, that's Lara. One or two strikes from Zesha can erase her before she has a chance to act. Yasmin targets the enemy with the lowest armor, which is often Lara too. And once the poison chain begins, Lara doesn't last long. In short, Lara can dish out massive damage, but if she's not protected or supported properly, she can go down just as fast. Now let's go into my top 3 Lara Croft team builds, combos that perform, that win, and that destroy metas. First, Team, Julius, Judge, Isaac, Lara Croft, Polaris. This combo is all about stun and control. Judge and Julius keep enemies locked down. Isaac provides drones, shields. Polaris boosts team-wide damage by 100% with Aurora Borealis. Lara. She's left free to obliterate with critical shots. Enemies can't even move, they're stunned, silenced, or deleted. Second team, Julius, Kayla, Leanne, Lara Croft, Aiden. This team is pure chaos. Kayla and Lara unleash critical destruction on both front and back lines. Lian disables enemies for 8 full seconds, giving your damage dealers room to act. Aiden supports with shields and massive healing. Julius protects and buffs. Everything here works together: control, sustain, and high-pressure physical damage. An amazing answer to enemy glass cannons and O threats. Third team: Astaroth, Tristan, Lara Croft, Aiden, Fafnir. This one is slower, but surgical. Astaroth absorbs damage and resurrects if needed. Tristan boosts the team's armor penetration, making Lara even more dangerous. Aiden and Fafnir cover support and shielding, with Fafnir especially empowering Lara with his runic buffs. It's not flashy, it's precise. Safe. Clean. Effective. And there you have it, Guardians, your full Lara Croft guide. Build her smart, don't waste resources, and keep your growth balanced. She's powerful, yes, but also one of the most expensive heroes in the game. Spend wisely. Have fun. Is Lara already in your main team? Got a combo that's better than mine? Let me know in the comments, I always reply. Let's talk strategy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that ring bell, turn on notifications, and subscribe to Olympus Alliance. We'll keep bringing the top guides to the community, with your support. Stay sharp, stay tuned. And as always, Sallow and friendship.